What is good, YouTube? What is good, 300? I am back with another video, and this time I am back ever so more enthusiastic, ever so more. I couldn't be more pleased to be back, coming back with this months later update on the Galaxy Note 8. Okay. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special report. There is a lot of news happening in tech today, and we're going to get into that before getting into this review. So there's been a ton of tech news in flagship phones as of late. A lot of things happening, a lot of technical difficulties. Starting off with the Pixel 2 XL, screen issues. From the blue tint to the lack of saturation to the burn-in, but it is still a great phone. But they were still in the news. Next up is the iPhone X. It has finally released, and it has not been the smoothest release. Great phone, great move for Apple, but it has not delivered 100%. There has been display issues, we got green line issues, screen issues on top of screen issues. As well as Face ID has been tricked. There was a son of a mother who was able to unlock her phone with his face. What was the odds? 1 to 1 million? Yeah, okay. Did it live up to this hype? I don't know. The Galaxy Note 8 has yet to hit the news this year. It was the hottest phone last year. Not in the most positive way, but this phone is the hottest phone, the best phone you can grab, and we're gonna tell you why. Back to CJ. In other news, it's hot. You know what? I gotta cut. We're doing an update on the Galaxy Note 8. I've had this thing for a handful of months now. Not a handful, but I've had it for a few months now. I'm here to update you with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. My experience with the Galaxy Note 8, and I must say I am excited at this point because still to this day, the Galaxy Note 8 reigns the champion. The Galaxy Note 8 is the flagship phone to get. It is number one. It is the champion. Had to hit that hater. I saw you type it. Wait, you still type? Okay, so basically, like I said before, everything for the most part for this year, pretty much all the big hitters have dropped this year. We've had the iPhone X. We've had the Pixel 2, XL and small, you know what I mean? LG V30. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the big dogs, the big flagships, all of the hype, you know, the hype beasts. We have hype beasts in the technology game too. It's not just sneakers. All you Apple iPhone X hype beasts, I hope you got everything you wanted and more in the iPhone X. It's a good step for Apple, but in reality, it was not executed to its full capabilities. There's a lot of issues, display issues, green lines, and you know, the notch, I think, is something that Apple needs to look to on how to get around. We need to get around that notch, like seriously. You know, you got people putting their background to a black background so it doesn't stick out as much, but as soon as you open the app, you even got scam apps charging 99 cents for just a black border across the top. Please do not buy that. It's a waste of 99 cents. As soon as you open up an app, you're gonna get your notch back. If you paid your money, get your money back, please. All right. I'm sorry to say this, but the Pixel 2 XL, your display right off the back. As soon as people received their devices, they were already complaining about the blue tint, complaining about burn-in, complaining about the lack of saturation. Google have released an update, which I guess adds 3 different modes and so forth. So they made an effort to improve. Now guess who has not been in the news? I'm glad to say that this year the Galaxy Note device is not in the news. Samsung has come back with a bang. Man, I'm telling you, they brought it, baby. And that's even more reason to give them credit. I don't know why people sleeping on Samsung. I don't know what the big deal is in the tech industry. Like, they had a lot of shade and show no love to Bixby. There's been no love to the Note 8. Everyone has been looking to take down the Note 8. They're putting it up against the Note 8 in hopes that it takes the Note 8 spot, but it has not. And this is my opinion, somewhat fact. But at the end of the day, it has not knocked the Note 8 off of its pedestal. We got the gold medal, baby. Samsung had a terrible year last year with the Note 7, and people could have lost total faith in the Galaxy Note series. I mean, it was getting banned off of airplanes in the United States, for goodness sake. At the end of the day, the Note 8 has come back and has redeemed itself. Samsung is back, baby. Hey, man, I take my hat off to Samsung. You know, strong business move. You guys kept pushing forward. You kept your head, kept your composure, and you came back with a bang. Now, today, we're going to talk months later with the Galaxy Note 8. I didn't add any launchers. I kept it stock. I ran with TouchWiz because I wanted to see TouchWiz slow down, as people have said in the past. You know, some people, like, once they believe something, or if they had a past device that had issues, they're looking for the lag. Like, I think people went into the Galaxy Note device looking for lag. And every device is gonna have a hiccup or a hang here and there. You know, nothing runs perfect. Even with my pure Android device, I've had hiccups here and there. With the Galaxy Note 8, I've had nothing but good and smooth experience. I haven't had too many issues. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. I have had a few things hang up here and there. Like, even right here, like, you got this always on display and you can do some things like the press and play. From when you press play to how long the song cuts on. But in different situations, different reaction time. Playing music that's actually on the device, quicker. Playing a podcast that has to go through something else, maybe a little issue there, but I don't think it was technically a hang up there. Now, the one time that I really did have a lag issue. Now, when you start up your camera for video, now this is if you're doing 4K video, I believe. And if you don't give it time to get ready, get fully set up, and you just try to hit record, there could be lag there. I had a video that I recorded. It was when I first got the first Whitestone Dome box. I was trying to do some, like, you know, video off the phone. When I was going to pick it up, I pulled it out, hit record like right away, and I got a little lag. My voice to my video was off, and eventually it corrected itself during that video. But I'm just saying, in the beginning, it lagged there. Now, that's the instance of lag that I can even think of with the Note 8. Other than that, I haven't had any issues. This thing runs smooth. It's still a firecracker. Let's get this bad boy. I'm gonna get that. Still flying like lightning. You know, this stuff is gonna be overexposed, but whatever, you get the point. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, like I was saying, this thing still moves, it snaps, it's still fast. Haven't had any issues. You know, we got all this RAM, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Something about this thing, the way they built it, is working smooth. I haven't had any issues with TouchWiz. Now, the things that I did change, just as of recently, I went to Google's messaging app over Samsung's. Now, I like Samsung's. I liked it a lot. But there's something about the Google keyboard, which I probably could have turned on the Google keyboard and still used Samsung's messages. I might need to try that out. But I love the Gboard because the Gboard has built-in GIFs. You can just hit the GIF, type in the word, it pulls it up real quick, you send it through your message. I don't have to go to the Jiffy or Giphy app, however you say it. I don't have to go to that app to get a quick GIF to express myself or whatever the expression or reaction is to what we're talking about. You know what, I need to go to Samsung's message and see if I put the Gboard, if I get the GIFs or whatever. I'll experiment with that later, but that's one thing I did that's like something that's native to the Samsung that I kind of switched up. I'm still using Samsung's calendar. I use Samsung's email alongside with Gmail. I still got Gmail on here running and doing this thing. So, but overall, my experience with TouchWiz, I don't have any complaints. I don't have lag. I don't have, I'm not inconvenienced. I'm coming from a Nexus 6P, guys. I'm coming from pure Android, which I got Oreo right there. You know, we still don't have Oreo over here. You know, that's a trade-off. I get it, but I know these things going into this. I'm prepared. Like, before you get a device, you know, do your homework. Know what you're getting into. If you're coming from pure Android, know that you're not getting pure Android when you leave, but you're getting the best phone, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a trade-off there. And I will still vouch for this S Pen right here. I promise you, I use this thing every day. I prefer it for typing. I love the S Pen. It works as a mouse. You know, you hover over things, it'll show information for it. There's not much you can do to explain the usefulness and practicality of this S Pen. I'm dead serious. I don't need a stylus and all this. I mean, come on, y'all. Like, it's not a stylus for one. It's an S Pen. Get it right. You gotta understand, Samsung has created this technology, is integrated into the system very well. And if you used it, if you don't use it, so be it. You're not a person, the S Pen was not made for you. Galaxy Note series was not probably aimed towards you. Now, I'm more of a productivity user. You know, I power use in productivity. Honestly, using the S Pen, it speeds up my interaction with my device. It's like my little mouse. It's like a mini computer, and I love that feeling. Now, you gotta think about it. With the price points of like the iPhone X, if you want the 256 gigabyte version per se, you're spending $1,200. That's the price of a MacBook. So the fact that you don't get a laptop or computer experience with that iPhone X, yet you're paying a laptop computer price, that gets a little skeptical. And I agree with my boy Flossie when he says the prices are too high. I understand that that's kind of the trend of where they're trying to push flagship phones. Now, I'm not just picking at Apple. I mean, the Note 8 was an expensive phone as well, but there was a lot of good deals on it. There was a dollar amount off of the phone. I think it was like $100 off. Plus there's free items, which when you factor in the value of those items, it helps. I have still yet to receive those things, Samsung. So I won't even front. The process on that, the whole 4 to 6 weeks, and then you get a response, and then 4 to 6 weeks, and then you get a shipping, and then 4 to 6 weeks that it might ship in 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. I'm tired of 4 to 6 weeks. Samsung, do better. This should have shipped with my free items. That would have made me far more of a happier customer. I'm gonna keep it 100. Samsung, you are taking too long to send my free item. I am what, a couple months, 2 to 3 months in with this device, and I still don't have my wireless charging pad or my SD card. With that being said, beggars can't be choosy, so I can't really complain too much. This is free items. I can't tell Samsung how to do it, but I'm telling you, for the experience, like, this is how it goes. Next time I see an advertisement for free items, my experience from this experience is gonna make me be like, oh, 4 to 6 weeks till 4 to 6 weeks till 4 to 6 weeks later. And maybe another 4 to 6 weeks. Let's fix that, Samsung. Let's ship these items with the phones. Send it, man. All right. So with that being said, my user experience, my overall satisfaction with this device is 2 thumbs up. I'm very happy with this device. I don't go back on my words. I don't go back on any of my comments I've made in all my past videos of saying that this is the #1 phone you could get as of right now, especially in this year. It has the best display. We can go ahead and say that. Even though they had that little phony little, you know, Apple been sneaky with the press this year. I won't get too much into that, but you know, they did some little tricky different things with their press, you know, and their marketing for the iPhone X, you know, sliding it to certain YouTubers, but under certain conditions of what they said, you know what I mean? It was a little weird. And then this all of a sudden bogus article rating the iPhone X display as the best display. People have gotten the devices in hand, put them up side by side. You know what it is. The iPhone, oh man, okay. The Galaxy Note 8 has the best display, hands down, period. There's no arguing about that, okay? Also, the camera, yo, I seen a comparison video. I'm gonna make sure I link it down below, of the iPhone X going against the Galaxy Note 8. Yo, the Galaxy Note 8 camera crushed that one. Now, Pixel 2, I don't want no beef. I don't want no drama. When it comes to the camera, you got it. I seen the results. Yeah, I got that. I'm cool with that. I'm okay. But the Galaxy Note 8 is holding it down. Now, he had a video comparison and also shots, and the Galaxy Note 8 was blowing it out the water. Actually, someone saw me while I was watching the review, and they were saying, oh, those Galaxy Note 8 photos are edited. I'm like, yo, you really believe that? I sent that person a picture of a pastry I was eating. Maybe I'll throw that up, you know. And they asked me, did I edit that photo? And I told them no. Which goes to show that what they saw and what they thought was edited photography was actually the Galaxy Note 8 in a way, you know. So basically what I'm trying to say, all the flagships have come. They've all had issues. There have been articles and tech news on them. I haven't seen much on the Note 8 other than positive things. And I've watched the comparison videos, just trying to see, is anyone coming with that competition? And honestly, from what I've seen from research, you know, at the end of the day, Note 8, bam. I don't have any direction with this video. I'm going straight organic. So I might jump around a little bit. Bear with me. So the display is amazing, beautiful. If you haven't held a Galaxy Note 8 and seen this display, check it out. Trust me, the experience of an OLED display, it would change everything. You gotta think about this. Let me just put this point out here. Samsung is crushing it in the TV arena, and they're all this OLED technology, and they're beautiful, and I think they even have like the thin one. Think about that. Samsung is crushing the television game, so why wouldn't they crush the display game? So if you're into watching and consuming media visually, you really enjoy a pleasant visual experience, you cannot lose with the Samsung display, especially on the Galaxy Note 8. You know, you can get the S8 too, you know. The other things that you get with the Galaxy Note is what makes me say, hey, go for the Note 8. You know, you got the S Pen, you got the dual image stabilized cameras, which I'm gonna be honest, the telephoto is okay in good lighting, and so-so lighting, so-so photos, but that's what any of these cameras. But the main camera in low light actually is really good. And what else can I talk about? At the end of the day, A review should just give you a user's experience, and that's all I'm here to give you is a user's experience. I'm very happy, I'm very satisfied with my device. I consume media on it and I love it. The S Pen, I love it. The fact that I can just like do so many things with it. I can write a quick note with it. I can also like do a screen capture. Like on Instagram, I follow a lot of accounts that put up these quotes, motivational quotes. I grab my screen capture the quote, boom, save. So if I go into my gallery, go to screenshots, you know, I got other screenshots in there too, like from contest type stuff. You can see, you know, I get my quote on. Let me see, what does it say? My teacher said I won't be so I became a millionaire. Champions train, losers complain. You know, where the good quotes at? You know what I'm saying? I snatch these quotes off of Instagram really quick. I can come back later and review them. And the S Pen offers so much value. All of the S Pen options that you get, like when you pull this bad boy out and that little screen pops up. You know, I make all my GIFs for my videos for promotion on social media. I do them right here on my phone. Just pull up my YouTube video, capture the screen with the YouTube video in it, edit the GIF to my liking, put it up, boom, all in my phone. That's productivity on the run. That's very valuable. I love Smart Select. That's something I didn't realize that I would like and use a lot, but Smart Select has become so valuable to me. I love it. So if you haven't known, so you can see right here, I know I'm all over the place with this video, but I really want to say thank you to all my supporters. Like my comments are like literally like 99% positive, 99% inspiring, 99% encouraging. I get that 1% of some nonsense, you know, but if you come on here with all that trolling and that nonsense, I ain't even got time for you. You know, I just pull out the note, just hit you, get you out. I got like 99, probably 0.5% of positive, encouraging, inspiring comments, all the things you guys tell me, the comparisons you make of me, and you know, I just want to say thank you. Like, I really appreciate it. I love it, man. It keeps me motivated, it keeps me fired up, keeps me coming back to do these things and to come back, sit here and talk about how beautiful and why the Galaxy Note 8 is still #1, baby. Let's do it. Like, the Android platform is pretty cool and it grows on me more and more the more and more I use it. Now, you know, I come from Apple, which is a constricted space. Too many options can get complicated and overwhelming for people, but there's a lot of people who want those options. Like, the options you get on Android is crazy. Widgets, like having my screen set up the way I want. Like, every one of my screens I flick over are totally different. You will never, I don't want to say never, because if Apple get on, you won't see, as of right now, you won't see any Apple screens looking like this. I got notes right here, all different kinds of notes that I can just tap, get straight into. You know, I got my sneakers Nike app right there. I can see what releases is coming up. I got my agenda right here. I got my deliveries right here. Oh, I got my email right there. I don't even have to open the app. It's just right there. Oh, this is like my to-do list right here. Think about the convenience of that. Now, obviously, yes, with a Google device, you get the best Android experience. But let's talk about the Note 8, because a lot of people question how would your Android experience be on the Note 8 because of past issues with TouchWiz on Samsung. I just want to say that my Android experience, coming from pure Android, has been nonetheless great. It's been awesome. I haven't had too many issues. I had some things I had to adjust because you don't have all these pure Google, like you see what I did. I put the Google Messenger on here for my main messenger. I just recently did that. And I love Samsung's Messenger because I could put my own background image. All I really wanted was the Google keyboard. I wanted the GIFs at the press of a button within the keyboard. It's so easy how Google has it set up. Samsung, take notes for your keyboard. Please integrate GIFs into your keyboard. I promise it will make the world of the difference, and I won't have to go and download Google's keyboard, the Gboard. You know, one man show, back at it. I just want to express, because some of you might be some of those pure stock Android users who are like loyal to that, and I totally get it, but you gotta look at it. Google has just gotten into the designing of devices. I know they have LG building them who has experience, but Google is still fresh and new in this market for the experience for it, and they've had some issues with this Pixel 2. Mainly the XL one seems to have the most issues, and that would have been the one I would have wanted to purchase. And if I would have had these issues, oh boy, you know my videos, you know what I'm saying? I would have been right here being 100. I would have been really frustrated. I definitely would have returned that device. And I would have went with what my first choice, or what my gut choice was, in the Note 8. And I think the same thing too with the iPhone X, because when I got word they were doing OLED, I was kind of questioning about, should I go back to Apple?
Hell no.
You know, it's an ecosystem that my family's in. With Google Duo, it makes it a lot easier. It's not FaceTime, but you know what I mean. You get your video chat. So that is a savior. Google, you doing it, baby. You just gotta get it popping on the device side, on the physical phone building. You got the software down. Like I said, if I could have stock Android on the Galaxy Note 8, woo, that would just be annihilation for every device out there. I'm dead serious. Probably have to take a break and come back in because my camera's about to overheat and run out of time on my SD card, and the Yardman's out there. So yeah, just in case this video turns out to be everything that I wanted it to be, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. If you're really messing with me, hit that bell, you know what I'm saying? Every time I drop something, drop it. Hey man, I did an iPhone video and I had Android people in the comments telling me they watched it just because it was my video. Much love, much respect. Yo, this is 300 views per second. I'll be back with another one. Yo, months later with the Galaxy Note 8, still #1, still the best phone you could get. I stand by that. All I can tell you is that I am happy. I haven't had any issues, no lag, except for the little hiccup with the little camera thing, whatever. I forgave that, but I can still look you dead in your eye and recommend the Galaxy Note 8 with no hesitation. I love it. I love y'all. Thank you so much. 300 views per second. Peace.